Hello, Mighty Acorns. This is Carolyn Wagner from the Conservation Foundation, and we really miss exploring with you in nature, and we just wanted to check in and share some of the seasonal changes that are happening, and then encourage you to make your own connections with nature, and we'll have some ideas for that. So one of the things with the seasonal changes, it still is fall, and earlier in the fall, you probably noticed that leaves change color. So you may wonder, what's happening? Why do leaves change color? Well, you have to think first, what is the job of the leaf? And the job of the leaf is photosynthesis. So photo means light, synthesis means to make. And so what happens in the leaf, they have a special cells called chloroplasts, and they have chlorophyll within them which make them green. And what they are able, this special part of the plant is able to capture sunlight, use carbon dioxide from the air, water that the plant takes up to make food and to make oxygen. So what happens when the seasons change, the sunlight decreases, the temperatures go down, and that is a signal to the plant to start shutting down their food making process. Deciduous trees lose their leaves, but then you may wonder, well, why do some trees keep their leaves? So this is an example of a conifer. So this is a pine tree, and conifers are trees that develop cones. So that's a way to remember that. Conifers develop cones. So the reason they don't lose their leaves, and these needles are actually their leaves. So rather than being large and broad like the deciduous, like an oak leaf, these are very thin, and by having less surface area, they lose less water, and also they have very thick waxy coat, so they're not losing as much water. So what happens to water in the wintertime? It freezes. So the problem with plants is that they're not able to take up as much water because of the frozen water. So the other thing with conifers, they have special chemicals within their systems that are kind of like an antifreeze, and so the water then is able to circulate through their system.
Hi, Mighty Acorns, Bridget Bulltop with the Conservation Foundation. So we heard about trees taking their cues, and birds also take their cues from nature and the seasons changes. They start to head south in the warmer climates where the food sources are and the water isn't frozen. So why does the food source disappear this time of year? It's because the Earth is rotating around the sun, and the sun is providing energy to all living things, physical and natural, and our Earth is one big natural ecosystem. The Earth rotates on its own axis in an orbit around the sun, and when we're farther away, it's colder, and when we're closer to the sun in that orbit, that's right, it's warm and sunny summertime. We hope to see you all again soon. We'll try and do another winter video for you. In the meantime, I hope you all are able to get outside and use some of the resources that the Conservation Foundation has provided for you to do your own nature explorations.